Hi, this is Stephanie Miller from The Stephanie Miller Show. Please enjoy this exclusive clip from my show on Political Voices Network. It is not Jackie Schechner, sadly. It is Kristen Welker will be taking over for Chuck Todd, who I don't have. I'm just a blank slate now with Kristen Welker. I don't really have an opinion one way or
Twitter
another.
Feed isn't
Anyone's got to be better than Chuck Todd.
My Twitter feed isn't too fond of her. They more than one person said that she's like a Andrea Mitchell light.
Oh, dear.
Yeah. So
what if she has the exact same bangs when she starts in September?
That would be
as
amazing.
Chuck Todd. That'd be funny if she has the shamble bangs.
Does she fall
The
asleep during
aspirational
interviews?
bangs, as we call them.
Yeah.
Pardon?
I said, does she fall asleep during interviews like Andrea Mitchell?
Yeah.
That's the question.
Oh, by the way, I can tell that the first announcement from the bassinet of the 45th president, this is our normal pre-indictment freakout.
Uh-huh.
This is, I think this is our best evidence that we are about to get his next indictment. Don't
He
you
knows
think?
something.
I mean,
Well,
he
he
legal
was-
experts. Whatever. But I'm just saying, baby's bassinet. The baby monitor is where you check to see if,
Well, he wasn't at Jody Ernst's thing this weekend.
We're at the roast and ride?
Yeah. So
Wasn't dressed up like that.
Doesn't Mike Pence look butch?
Oh my
Oh,
God,
boy.
he's ready to join the Village People.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. This is, I'm telling you, this is the best way out that we know. The heck with all the legal experts. It's baby's bassinet.
Yeah.
Wow. Reports are that the Marxists, right out of the gate.
yeah.
Yeah.
Reports are the Marxist special prosecutor, DOJ, and FBI want to indict me on the boxes hoax, despite all of the wrongdoing that they've done for 7 years. It's again the "I know you are, but what am I"
Right.
strategy. It's a
Doing
Pee Wee
that for
Herman
7
strategy
years.
that he's used so successfully. All the wrongdoing they've done for 7 years, including spying on my campaign. Oh my God.
Again with the spying.
Biden crimes go unpunished, including that he had boxes in Chinatown in his garage by the quote-unquote Corvette. Why is
What?
the Corvette in quotes?
Why is it Chinatown? What?
Because he's trying to tie him to China and
Okay.
Chinese money and
But
something.
Was it
I
in
don't.
Chinatown though?
Why is I'm
don't
more
know.
interested in the Corvette being in air quotes. Like
Why
it's-
is it in air quotes?
Like, is it a fake Corvette? Is it is it a Camaro that he calls a Corvette?
Or it's a Trans Am?
Yeah. Like,
Yes, yes.
Yes.
And $1,850 is in Delaware that he won't allow anyone to see. Okay, so none of this is true. Should we stipulate that anymore? Or okay. They wouldn't let him to see. That's real obstruction. They seek retribution for Republicans looking into Biden's crimes. I've done nothing wrong. Election interference. All right. So that happened.
Well, you let it.
All right. I'm gonna back in the real world. We're going all Betty Davis. Fasten your seatbelts. That's what one prosecutor said.
Right.
Going to be a bumpy ride. Ah! I haven't whipped out that one in a while.
Well, she's
You
dead.
know, every time someone dies, I
Yeah.
whip out another one. Tina Turner dies, I whip out the Betty Davis.
Well, why not?
Oh, I thought you were doing Tina Turner.
That
In
was
a bag.
a lovely Betty Davis, Miss Miller.
Shut up. The federal grand jury that has been examining evidence in the DOJ counsel Jack Smith's investigation into Trump's mishandling of classified documents will reconvene this coming week. Oh, ruthlessly absurd. Oh, and Mueller, she wrote. Let's see. AG says the grand jury is meeting again this week. His lawyers may meet with DOJ officials this week. LFG, which stands for Let's Go.
Yep.
In case you are not familiar.
I think even Joe Scarborough said this morning that it seems like the things are different this week.
I know.
The walls are closing in.
I keep hearing in my head. I hiked with my friend Glenn yesterday, and I always hear what's his name? John Oliver. We've got him this time.
we've got him.
Like,
Yeah.
I get it. Like every time we say this,
Yeah.
I get people are like, "Oh, really? Okay." I will point out he has already been indicted. So it's not like I get. We're just getting numb to his criminality, but I will point out that he is already once indicted. Oh, that was my favorite tweet. Brett, our friend at Midas Touch, said it's kind of funny that he's going to just spend all summer getting indicted in various parts of the country.
Yeah.
It's going to be a long, hot summer for.
Instead of going to Joni Ernst's Rock and Ride or whatever that is.
Ride and roast.
That's it.
Yeah, right. He may not be planning campaign stops on electoral votes, depending
Oh.
on where he can be
Right.
running from the law.
Exactly.
Next, we'll just look at places where he is less likely to be indicted.
He's not being indicted in Iowa, so
Right.
why would he be there?
Okay, exactly. All right, where was I? Oh, pardon me. Prosecutors face two central legal questions. Did Trump wrongfully retain classified documents after he left the White House? Let me jump ahead. Yes. Yes.
Computer 30th.
2, did he later obstruct the government's efforts to retrieve them?
Computer 30th.
Journalism is so slow these days. Along with the legal system, it's like molasses. Try to keep up, everybody.
Yeah, just wait how long it takes for the trial to start.
If Smith, NBC notes, if Smith decides to indict Trump, it could be the first time a former president has been charged with a federal crime. Yes. Though Trump has already been charged in New York with state crimes related to hush money payments, the cases differ dramatically. Didn't you need that? Didn't you need to go wait, I forget which one he's already been indicted for? You have to kind of review. Hush money payments. Illegal hush money.
It's not hard to keep track of right now.
Georgia coming up next. Okay.
There's only one to keep track of right now. It's just
Our legal lad, Harry Littman, tweeted, the obvious inference, not the only one, the most obvious, is that they're reconvening the grand jury to vote out an indictment. Fasten your seatbelts. Jennifer Rubin said the special counsel's recommendation has been made, and the Attorney General Garland has decided to follow it. Crew wrote that Trump's first federal indictment could be just days away. Allison Gill, our buddy, our pal, said this could be a number of things, including 1, he's ready to ask for indictments, or 2, he's got new cooperating witnesses, meaning the grand jury meeting. So, we shall see. No. And Joyce Vance, our other legal lady, says there could be surprises.
Surprise!
Oh, I'm so excited! I love surprises.
Nope, not that one.
I feel like the surprises are never good for Donald Trump, but I love. Yes. Oh, right. So over the. Are you looking?
Oh my God!
It's gonna be one Kristen Wiig
We're
surprise
all gonna
party
be
all
Kristen
summer.
Wiig.
What? No.
Another indictment.
Excuse me.
Oh goodness.
Okay, I'm sorry. Where was I? Oh, yes. Okay, so over the weekend, the Times obviously broke the story that Trump lawyer Evan Corcoran, Lordy, there's more tapes. He has recordings that the
So
Justice
many
Department now has. Yes, this is different than the other tapes.
Right.
I know.
This is not Trump. This is his lawyer.
Right.
So normally you have attorney-client privilege, but because, he used Corcoran presumably to commit a crime, as he always does
Right.
Yeah.
with his lawyers, the judge
Blows
said,
that out the
no
window.
more. Right, attorney-client privilege. The Times said the level of detail in the recording is said to have angered and unnerved close aides to Mr. Trump, who are worried it contains direct quotes from sensitive conversations. Well, of course it does.
Well.
Because most lawyers know that they're going to need to cover their ass if they
Right.
work for Trump. So Joyce Vance, she's just a little overachiever, isn't she? She wrote a 186-page prosecution memo that provides some framework for what the DOJ may do. See, that's someone that just
That's
right?
a polite chipmunk
She's
right
who
there.
you cheat off in school,
And she
just
doesn't
no
feel-
one asked her to do it. She just did it for all of us, for
And-
the world. Thank you,
and she-
for America. Thank you, Joyce White Vance.
And she doesn't fill the blue book with
No,
with-
she took time away from those adorable silky chickens to write a whole thing for us. that
Maybe
no
she
one...
dictated it to the Silky
Oh
Chickens
my
and
God.
they typed it for her.
She probably got extra credit every year in
Oh,
Alabama law school and grade school, starting with grade school.
I'd hate to be in her class, though, because
Isn't-
if they grade on
right?
the curve, she's going to ruin everything for everyone.
We have to ask her next time. I bet every kid in just saying
Alabama.
hated her because she'd be like, second grade, I did an extra report that no one here. I did a whole.
that nobody asked for.
Everyone's like,
making us look bad.
Joyce. Typically, she writes, the government knows a lot more than the public does when a case is indicted. This is a little bit different because the reporting's been so outstanding. Many reporters are very well sourced, but it would be surprising if there weren't a few surprises that could be good or bad for prosecutors. So let's hope it's good.
Oh my God.
So exciting. Oh, it's a bracing time to be alive, isn't it? I was saying to my friend yesterday, I was like, can you believe we're in 2023 having a conversation about the last president is about to be indicted, likely for sedition and espionage? I mean, this ain't ordinary times we're living through, kids. Okay.
All right.
What? Also, hold please. Hang on. I have yes, George Takei tweets, there is a dangerous toxic blob threatening much of Florida, and that's just the governor. There's also that seaweed mass.
Yeah.
That's funny. That's funny. George is funny.
That's true.
You are a douchebag.
Yes, that's to Ron DeSantis. Gay, 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 gay. We all say gay.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Gay, 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 gay. Okay, we are very excited. We Rude Pundit's still traveling, but we have Jackie Scheckner, so we
He
can
should
have
be
nice
joining
things.
us later this week.
Oh.
He said he returns tomorrow.
He
so.
is an elusive little minx.
He is. I think it was in London.
Yeah.
But Jackie Scheckner has been the most elusive of minxes, and yet we have trapped her back.
Oh,
on
we
the
stalked
show.
her.
Yeah, okay.
Republicans say they won't cut Social Security, Medicare, or Medicaid. But can honest, hard-working middle-class Americans really believe what these politicians say? Republicans said they wouldn't overturn Roe v. Wade. Here's what Supreme Court Justices Gorsuch, Kavanaugh, and Coney Barrett said during their Senate confirmation hearings.
Roe v. Wade is a precedent of the United States Supreme Court. A good judge will consider it as precedent of the United States Supreme Court.
Roe v. Wade. It's settled as a precedent of the Supreme Court.
Roe is not a super precedent, but that doesn't mean that Roe should be overruled.
Well, we saw how that turned out. They played us for fools. Tell your elected officials to keep their hands off of our Social Security and healthcare benefits. Fool me once. Let Majority Rule was responsible for this message. LetMajorityRule.org is a project of the Marvin Lucas Super PAC, which is responsible for and paid for this ad and is not affiliated with or authorized by any political campaign or candidate or candidates committee.